hear the story. I was reading a book of strange occult stories, and they told the story of one fellow. He was trying to design for himself a program for spiritual growth. He made a mantra, like zikr and orad, to recite a weird. But he wasn't Muslim, he wasn't anything. He used his mind and he came up with one to say, "Now I am awake, now I am awake, now I am awake." And he would say that. And I said, And we put it into the Google Translate, and then came back, Al-an al-mustaqilan. I played it from Awliya Shaykh, Al-an al-mustaqilan. He said, good, use it. To be awake. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. What we're going to do, what we're going to speak about, Allah knows. The important thing is to come together. It's not easy to leave everything and come to this place and sit for what we're going to do. Every sitting under the heading Tarikatul Suhba wa Khayru fi Jamia Dar Shahra Afal Asr. Every sitting under the holy permission of Shah Naqshband, Allah bless him, Quddus Sirhu, and Naqshbandi Grand Sheikhs, and under Malana's holy permission, every time to sit, it has to remove one of the veils from our spiritual eyes. They say 70,000 veils of darkness keep us from seeing the truth, keep us in doubts and wahmi wa raib. Allahumma rafal hijab al-ghaib wa hulaq something wahmi wa raib from Shaykh Muhyiddin. Take the veils of the ghaib from us, make us to see, so that lift the veils so that we're freed from doubts and speculation. Might be like this, might be like that. He needs a guide, someone that they see, they reached really. If we didn't reach, Allah said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, ittaqullah wa kunu ma'a sadiqin. If we can't reach, and we can't reach, be with those who reached. Be with someone who reached. If we can't be with them through our intention, we're intending to be with them. The last stop, the last level on the edge of the twig before falling. We're intending to be with them. And we're believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and waiting for a rescue to be raised to the level of those who saw, those who knew, who know. Without that, always we're in wahm wa raib. Imagination and delusion. What's wahm? Delusions and imaginations and hallucinations, what you want to say. Hayawan animals level. Another word. Khayal. And raib. Speculation. Might be like that. Might be like that. Might be. If you read books, religious books, ulama and awliya and ordinary people, now everyone's an author. They write something, oh, my readers, the truth is like this. You get books on Kindle, or you find places you download them for free. And another one said, that one you read last week, don't listen to him. It's not like that. It's like this. He goes, if only I knew that last week. I wouldn't have wasted a week of my life. And then another week, the same thing. Those people are liars. In fact, they're government agents set to confuse you. This is the real thing. And even you go into history, and you go into religious books, they never agreed. The ulama never agreed with each other. And the Sahaba, radiallahu anhu, Allah bless you, they say, don't look, their fighting is better than our peace. You say, okay, but still you can't solve it. They were doing ijtihad, each one according to their ijtihad. That's the explanation, Ahl Sunnah. Take that. Okay. But it's not enough to make the heart into Medina. It's like to say, take it and go, there's nothing can be done. You get a diagnosis from the doctor, you've had it. What? You want something to give your heart hope. Only comes from the hearts of Awliya. You can't find them, you can't see them. The Shaykh says they're coming fewer and fewer and fewer. He said from his line, he's the last one left. All of them gone. You can't find. And they're not speaking. If you read history of tasawwuf and mysticism, Awliya got in big problems when they spoke. In previous times, if they said something that didn't match what it's coming now, they're complaining now, censorship. It was worse before. Now they're just deleting your YouTube account. They used to take your head. You say something they don't like, finish. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Free speech? Where is free speech? Never was free speech. To be careful. To be careful. Everything, you have to know with whom you can say it, where you can say it. Maulana Shaykh used to say, do you know who you can joke with? Who you can be easy and joke with? I said, who, Maulana? The one, even if you break their arm, they'll still love you and be your friend. Where you can find like that? Then you can joke with that person. Otherwise, be careful. Ego like a snake. You pet it and it bites you. So Awliya, they were keeping quiet. They spoke in riddles, they spoke in code, they spoke in Ishara. What's Ishara? Subtlety, illusion, alluding to something. They tell the story of the kingdom and the king and the grapes and the tree. They're alluding to a point they can't speak it out loud. Otherwise, people are going to get angry. There was a story that Maulana Shaykh used to tell. There was a very bad-tempered king. He had, like me, a bad temper. He had a dream. In the dream, all his teeth came out except one. He called his advisors, and they came. Who can interpret my dream? No one wants to interpret. You, he said. Picked one by force. What's the meaning of that dream? Oh, my Sultan. very bad dream. All your relatives are going to pass away. What? Take him out and... Who else can interpret that dream? No one wants to touch it. One majdoom, somebody crazy for Allah. He doesn't care anything. His mind is already 10 feet above his head. Taken by Allah to another level. And power of attraction. Jazbat. Took him. And he said, "Oh, Your Majesty, sire, I can interpret your dream. It's easy. What's that meaning of that dream?" It's a very good dream. "Oh, Your Majesty, I wish I had such a dream." "What's the meaning?" "You're going to be the longest lived of all your relatives. The longest life for you. Go, long life for you. Successful always. Muntashab. Hypermarket. Muhakkak." And he was very happy with that. Same dream, same interpretation, but how you say it. How you say it. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. So Awliya, they have to be careful what they're going to say. They may see something, but people can't carry it. They can't carry it. He said to me, I'll tell you a secret. He said to me, Shaykh, he said, anyone comes to you saying, "I want to do this or that," say to them, "Yes." I said, "But what? No. Yes," you say to them. Don't. And try your whole life never to give anyone an order. If you give an order to someone and they can't carry it, it comes back on the one who gave the order. You'll be crushed under its burden. Difficult. Who you can give an order to. Like the one you can joke with, you break their arm and they're still. So it's difficult. It's difficult. Therefore, Maulana was keeping us mostly light and happy to be in his holy association, to be in his energy field. Energy, spiritual energy. Some say magnetic field, but we don't know what's magnetism. Energy, himma. Awliya are giving off a field of energy. You can't describe it, but when you feel it, you know you're in it. We're after those people that they have that energy field, to be in that. Without that, only they're giving what they read in books, saying something, and it's only from ego. Ego coming to ego, and it never works. One doctor in the group years ago, God gives him mercy. He's retired now. He's posting so many things. He came to Maulana Shaykh once. He said, "Sayyidi, you're able to give sometimes the most difficult advice to people. You can tell it right to them." One person said, "I quit Naqshbandi. I'm fed up." He said, "When did you ever start?" You can talk like that to people and they accept it from you. If I say something to anyone, they get ready to fight me. Why? He said, because you have ego, they have ego. Ego comes against ego, fight comes. He said, with him, no ego. It's not coming from ego. If somebody is giving a lecture or a talk from their ego, comes against ego, it never works. Even it's true. Even you bring true points from ulama and from awliya, Abdul Qadir Jilani said like this, and Sheikh Muhyiddin said like that. Shah Naqshband. Yes, it's correct, but ego is saying it. So it's not the same thing. Like to give here, you ate dinner tonight? Here. This is just with two hands. No, it's dinner. It's not dinner. But I say it's dinner. No, it's not dinner. We're asking the real ones. Oh my Lord, let me to meet your true servants. Let me meet your true servants, to take from them lights, and make me able to carry that light when I meet them. Sometimes they're testing. The real ones is not easy sometimes to carry their company. The Quran tells the story. Every Friday we remember the story of Sayyidina Musa and Sayyidina Khidr alayhi salam. Musa was asking to meet. Allah said, you have to meet someone and follow him. Musa agreed, but when he met that one, he couldn't carry what Sayyidina Khidr was giving. Not easy. They bring something that's against our ego. It's against our ego. Our ego is very happy to say, I'm making khalwat, seclusion. Sitting, making seclusion. But if the Shaykh says to you, go into seclusion, he's completely different. One time, I was fasting. When we were young, we used to be like racehorses. We thought we were. We were fasting. Rajab, Shaban, Ramadan, Shawwal. We fasted 1 year. Rajab, whole Rajab, up to Laylatul Barat, Nifsul Shaban. And it's going to be Eid for us. It's before Sheikh Hashem came. We used to call Malana Sheikh in Cyprus. The old landlines, a terrible connection. What? One time, my mother called in Cyprus. Sheikh gave me the phone. What? See, you can't hear any. Don't you wonder why I say those things sometimes? Who can hear what you're saying? We used to call him. He was coming out from the mosque. We're in Chicago, and Cyprus is 8 hours, 10 hours. He's in the mosque doing Laylatul Barat, 100 rakahs, and the Barat program. Nifsul Shaban. And we timed our call to meet when he's coming out. I don't know how he had to land anyway. To give congratulations for Laylatul Barat. We're just starting our night in Shukran. Thank you. Congratulations for Laylatul Barat, Nifsul Shaban. Thank you. Thank you. We're fasting, Sayyidi. Rajab up to the beginning of Shabbat, up to tonight, and then tomorrow Eid. He said, 1 more day. My heart broke. I was dreaming only when I'm going to eat in the morning and drink. There was no Starbucks then, but something. One more day. That one day by order was harder than 50, 60 days by my own ego in command of the ship. I was so proud of myself. Under my own order, it was easy. 40 days to be king. I'm king. Inshallah. 40 days I'm sitting on this throne like Firaun. But one day, yes sir, get in. And the door shuts, it's different. We're weak. Imam Bilal just read from Grand Sheikh's dua to grant us from the blessings of those who are making seclusion, especially in this holy month of Rajab coming up, especially on the night of the 27th Rajab and 27th Ramadan, Laylatul Qadr, Laylatul Barat, Laylatul Raghaib. He grant us from the drops, heavenly drops, beads of dew. What's that name of that book? Beads of dew. Rashahat Ainul Hayat. Rashahat Ainul Hayat. Beads of dew from the fountain of life. The hearts of Awliya coming from the heart of prophets, although I said the fountain. The Shaykh said like the sun shining. Who knows what's the sun? Fire that never goes out. Going how many millions and billions of years going? With which fuel? How it's still going? Give us from the beads of dew, from the hearts of those awliya, comes to our hearts to enlighten us. We read, we thought, we spoke, we did, we can't know. We can't know. There are stories, what we're going to say from stories. We want to taste it really. Imam Ghazali, he was Shaykh al-Islam, but he said, I don't know what's going to be. When I get old, I might forget all my knowledge that I learned from books. Who's going to save me then? Shaitan might come at the last minute with something I never thought of. I might lose my faith at the moment I'm passing away. I thought I knew everything, and you say, what about that? There's always something you didn't think of. There's a YouTube program, I like to watch it, and they have a forum. I was talking about something. I said, well, in Islam we have such, and they're not Muslims. I was bragging something. Somebody wrote back, oh yeah, I said, the character of Jesus only becomes clear in the Quran. They wrote back, are you telling me they had 600 years of cross culture between the Arabs and Christians and other travelers and Jews to get their story before Quran? You're telling me nobody said anything in 600 years? Oh, I never thought of that. I was cruising to the finish line, firm in my... It was a true knowledge, but something I never thought of. I thought, oh, what if Shaitan comes with something you never thought of? I'm thinking it's like that. It's not like that. It was a different way. Therefore, we need someone that they're existing in the levels of reality to keep us with their power, keep us from falling down. Even we're passing from this life, they can catch us by the hand. Allah said, I never lose anybody. Even you can't complete your job in this life, we complete it for you when you're going from this life. So you reach. And the last breath, Prophet, next to the last breath, Prophet intervenes, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and then Allah takes his servant. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu amanu. If no Allah, no nothing. What's the benefit of anything? We live a few years, some people go to high positions, most people get nothing or less than nothing. We were driving through the countryside in Morocco. There's people in the city begging. There's people on the farm, countryside, they have aluminum pole with the bags that corn or grain comes in, that's their home. I say, look at those. Then we drove further, there's a person just sitting in the field like this. Nothing. Nothing around him for miles. You saw it. People with nothing. If no Allah, what is a few years like that and then nothing? Even you reach high position, what you get in the end? A nice tomb. Fancy. Here lies so and so, Illuminati. MashaAllah. He's in there, yeah. Get out of here. Well, I used to joke, in the fancy hotel, they take you up by a rope so people don't see the body. Quick, hide him, get rid of it. If no Allah, nothing. Therefore, I believe in Allah. There has to be something to keep us. To keep us. And there has to be a way to reach reality. To taste the real taste. May Allah grant us. Khudh biyadi ya Sayyidi. Take us by the hand to reach. Inshallah, these sitting step by step, shabran, zaran, hand by hand, arm by arm, like that. Inch by inch, foot by... We hope to reach. May Allah grant us. Fatiha. Alhamdulillah wa shukrillah. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Oh, Allah. Now everyone is crazy. And I'm also crazy. Ashhadu an la ilaha